Have you ever wondered what lurks in the darkness during the witching hour under a crimson moon? Welcome to a tale of blood-curdling nightmares, where reality blurs into the surreal and your deepest fears come to life. In a quiet town, nestled between the rolling hills and the evergreen forest, a peculiar event occurs every 13 years. A crimson moon rises, bathing the town in an eerie, blood-red glow. The townsfolk lock their doors and shutter their windows, for they know all too well the horrors that this moon brings. Our story begins with a young man named Ethan, a newcomer to the town, who dismissed the townsfolk's warnings as mere superstition. As the crimson moon began its ascent, Ethan, full of skepticism and a dash of bravado, decided to take a midnight stroll. As he wandered, the blood-red moonlight cast long, menacing shadows that seemed to dance and twist around him. The soft rustling of leaves whispered chilling tales into his ears. The very air seemed to thicken, making every breath a struggle, every step heavy. Ethan began to feel a prickling sensation on the back of his neck, like icy fingers tracing his skin. He quickened his pace, but the sensation only grew stronger. His heart pounded in his chest. His breaths came out in ragged gasps. Suddenly, he heard a low growl, a sound so guttural and inhuman it sent shivers down his spine. He turned around, and what he saw was nothing but the twisting shadows under the crimson moon. But the growl echoed again, closer this time. Ethan broke into a run, his mind screaming at him to get away. His heart hammered against his ribcage like a wild animal trying to escape. He reached his house, slamming the door shut behind him. His breaths came out in heaving gasps, his body trembling. He thought he was safe, but then a shadow passed over the moon, and the growl echoed once more, this time from inside his house. What happened next? Well, that's a tale for another time. After all, the crimson moon rises again in 13 years, and with it, new stories of blood-curdling nightmares. Until then, remember, not all that lurks in the shadows is merely a figment of your imagination. Good night, and may your dreams be free of the crimson moon's curse.